The Law of Karma, a life-changing monk story. In a small village nestled between lush mountains, there lived a young man named Ravi. He was ambitious and always looking for ways to get ahead in life. However, his methods often involved deceit and exploitation. He believed success was all about being clever, no matter the cost. One day, Ravi came across a monk meditating by the river. The monk radiated calm and serenity, a stark contrast to Ravi's restless mind. Curious, Ravi approached the monk and said, "Wise one, you sit here in peace while the world moves forward. What do you gain by doing nothing?" The monk opened his eyes, smiled, and replied, "What do you gain by chasing the world at the expense of peace?" Ravi scoffed, "Peace won't fill my stomach. I work hard to ensure I succeed, but life still feels unfair. I see people reaping rewards without putting in the effort I do. Tell me, why does life treat some better than others?" The monk observed him quietly for a moment before saying, "Come with me. I will show you the answer." Intrigued, Ravi followed the monk deep into the forest. After walking for hours, they arrived at a clearing where 3 large pots were placed over a fire. The monk pointed to the pots, each containing water at different levels of boiling. "Look closely," the monk instructed. "In the first pot, I have placed a carrot. In the second, an egg. And in the third, some coffee beans. Watch what happens." Ravi waited patiently. After some time, the monk asked Ravi to remove the contents of each pot. Ravi pulled out the carrot, now soft and mushy. The egg had hardened, and the water in the third pot had turned into fragrant coffee. "What does this mean?" Ravi asked, confused. The monk explained, "The boiling water represents life's challenges, karma. Each object reacts differently. The carrot, once strong, becomes weak. The egg, fragile inside, hardens. But the coffee beans transform the water into something new and delightful. Karma doesn't determine your fate entirely. How you respond does. If you exploit others and act selfishly, you become like the carrot, weakened by guilt and regret. If you close yourself off from kindness, you harden like the egg, bitter and unfeeling. But if you embrace life's lessons and act with compassion, you can transform challenges into growth, just as the coffee transforms the water." Ravi was speechless. He had always blamed life's unfairness for his unhappiness, never considering his own actions and responses. The monk continued, "The law of karma is simple. Every action you take, every word you speak, every thought you think plants a seed. Good actions plant seeds of joy and peace. Harmful actions plant seeds of suffering. It may take time, but the seeds always bear fruit. You cannot escape this universal law, but you can choose what you plant." The monk then added, "Remember, karma is not punishment or reward. It's a mirror of your deeds. If you want to change your life, start by changing your intentions and actions. The world will reflect what you give to it." From that day, Ravi's perspective shifted. He stopped taking shortcuts at the expense of others and began treating people with honesty and kindness. Slowly, his life transformed. While challenges still came, he faced them with courage and compassion, creating a ripple effect of positivity around him. Ravi often returned to the monk to thank him for the wisdom that had changed his life. He had learned that the law of karma was not a burden, but a guiding force, reminding him to walk a path of integrity, no matter how difficult it seemed. This story reminds us that the law of karma is not about punishment or reward, but about taking responsibility for our actions. Life's challenges are inevitable, but with the right mindset and actions, we can transform them into opportunities for growth and joy.